Yo, what's up? We're finally here with the Super Mario 64 Land Death commentary. Right into the action. So what you've seen in the intro there is CRT turning on, and then Lucky Tooth with camera and a green screen. I wonder what this could mean. Either way, we are at the set. We are behind the bar. The bar is called File Select. Weird name for a bar. I like this area, it's pretty chill, but I'm gonna show you guys the intro of the game right away, so you get the story. I'm gonna try to talk as little as possible over it. Here we go. Right away, you see that light shining through the window. Watch out for it. Dangerous? Oh no. Oh no, what's happening? And he goes through the wall instead of the window. I love that. Yeah, so we got our story set up. Real quick, not even into a minute into the game, we're already done with the story. Just like in the original Mario 64. So Peach is just telling us to retrieve the Z-Star, and these guys are giving us a little tutorial. I tried to make the tutorial as wordless as possible. So you see here, Mario sliding on a wall, A button, and then Mario wall kicking. So this is just telling us we have a new wall jump. Next, ground pound, A button, and then an arrow up. And these ground pound symbols. See? Understandable, we didn't even have to talk to the Toad. And of course there's always a picture of what's happening here. Wonder what this could mean? Jump, Z, B, dive? Ah, we got the Odyssey dive. And this one's pretty self-explanatory, I hope. Whoops. You can also just press the L button if you're on keyboard. Or if you want to be comfortable. And just like that, we're in the game. No long setup, right into the action. So you notice, if you have these pipes are purple, that means they are inactive and we cannot enter them. And at the end of the world, there is this cage with a P8 symbol on it. Which means we need 8 star power. Currently we have 0 star power, because we do not have any stars. But that will change, hopefully. So once we beat the first level, the pipe for the second level will turn green, and we can enter that one too. And just like that, we're in the first level. So each level has between 2 and 5 stars. You can always see how many stars there are at the top. Oh yeah. Each world also has its own power-up. This one is the Tanuki suit. That will be used throughout the world. And then of course each level has a sub-theme. So this level has the sub-theme of tilting bridges. You can always see that here. Of course the Tanuki suit works. You guys like that new star funfair? I guess you can hear it kind of badly, poorly, with the background music over it. Let's also get like the 100 coins. So I'm just gonna play through this any percent in the death commentary. It's probably gonna be a pretty quick playthrough. If you look at the Mario 64 any percent playthrough, I would probably only take 1.5 hours as well. If you are like if you're not a speedrunner and you kinda know how to play Mario. Same here. This game actually has 131 stars, but actually only 120. It's a bit complicated. Just don't worry about it. Just collect as many stars as you'd like. You know, dealing with completionists when you make a game like this, they completionists tend to try to do things that they like, even if they can't do them, like even if it's too hard for them. They still really try really hard to do them, and they end up frustrating themselves. So for this game I had to do something to deal with that. So the really hard stuff, it only unlocks once you get 120 stars. It's like the end game grind. And by then you're probably good at the game. I'm not sure if there are any more coins over there. Let's just go back. Yeah, this level went through a lot of revisions regarding the coins. So I do not have all the coin placements memorized anymore. Oh, that's one coin. I didn't intend the 100 coin star to take this long for me. Oh my god. Oh well, whatever. This is not a speedrun. So one thing to note, not every level has a 100 coin star. There are 32 levels in total, and I feel like about maybe 10, 15 have a 100 coin star. I try to stick to few 100 coin stars, but some levels I wanted to put a lot of coins. And then sometimes I end up accidentally putting 100 coins, and then I might as well just have the star card. Oh, I didn't have to go back. Alright, well, now you guys know. Of course I missed one star, I know where that star is, but taking that would have taken long. So at the end of the level you see a score screen. The coins count down, each coin gives you 50 points, so we should have 5,000 points from that. You get a time bonus, and a bonus for the enemies you killed and the stars you collected, 1-ups you collected. And at the end you get a rank. If you have an A rank, you get a bonus star, if you get an A rank in every level in a world. So when you play this the first time, you might want to replay a few levels for the A rank, if you feel like going for a lot of stars. I'm probably not gonna get any A rank star, actually maybe I do. I don't know, if I get lucky and I just happen to get A ranks everywhere, yeah. So this level is a really cool level in my opinion, compared to the other levels in World 1. Because when I made World 1, when I first started making it, I obviously was a lot worse than I was at the end. And I feel like the original 1-2 was so bad that I had to remake it. And now it is like endgame quality. This is how good all levels in the end are. Look. So the game will gradually get better as you play. Well, actually, World 1 has a lot of remakes, so World 2 and World 3 are probably a bit worse than World 1, but World 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it just linearly gets better, I think. Or maybe that's just my taste shifting while I was making it, but I hope not. I hope I actually improved instead of just changing my taste. In the first few levels, I often went for this progression thing. I think Mark Brown was it, who made a video about it. I had no experience making linear levels back then, and I think going for that progression thing is actually a really bad choice. I can explain about that a bit more later. But short is, I don't think it's actually there to make fun out of a game, like to create fun in a game. I think it's just there to introduce mechanics, which I did not realize, and which the video essay did not really realize either. You should not listen to video essays. They're good at making you feel like you know something, but in reality they're just random guesses. Oh, another A rank. You need 17.5 thousand points, so that was really close to a B rank. Oh yeah, I didn't mention, you can just press A at the end screen to skip that, so you don't have to wait for the coins to count down and stuff. I feel like a lot of players didn't realize it, but also no one seemed to mind it. I feel like at the end of a level, no one really minds the wait time a little bit. I actually made a Mario 64 mod where it's called like non-stop version 2, where the end screen was just instantly skipped. And that was pretty exhausting to play, basically unplayable, so maybe that's why no one really minds the end screen or skips it. This level we're just gonna beat as fast as possible. There's one star here, but it's a red coin star, and getting it takes a bit. One thing you notice about the red coin stars in this game, they are always in one spot. I didn't do the Mario 64 thing, or well, I guess it's more common in Mario 64 Remix than in Mario 64 itself, right? Where you just put the red coins all over the level. I just skipped this whole thing. Yeah, in Mario 64 the coins are often all in one spot, like look at Lethal Lava Land, maybe not so much Jolly Roger Bay. What else is there? Okay, not all the time, but Big Boo's Haunt has it in one place. Hazy Maze Cave has it in one place. Dire Dogs. Some levels have it, like half of them don't. And the half that don't have them in one spot just suck. Oh, that was a B rank, so we get no bonus star, but we only need one more star in this world anyway. Star power works a bit different in the worlds after World 1, which is why the symbol is different, but I'll explain that once we get there. It's actually not a very hard concept to understand, but when I was making it or explaining it on stream, I was working on this game a lot on my stream. But when I was explaining it on stream, people did not seem to understand it at all. And they had me a little bit worried that my game idea might not work out. But in the end, every beta tester understood it, so I think that was just my stream trolling me.
Hey, you ready?
Oh yeah, 1-4, 1-3, and yeah, 1-4 and 1-3 got like light reworks. Half the stage got reworked, half of the stage. So you see the cage is gone here. That means we can enter the red pipe now. But the blue pipe is still blocked off. So now the red pipe, this bomb will tell us that the red pipe is always the boss pipe, which will unlock the blue pipe. So now we have to beat the boss of this world. I wonder who it's gonna be. It's the Goomba King, searching to prove his value as a Goomba. Too bad he doesn't really have one. He's a worthless opponent. He's weak. Actually, I died on him before. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, so whenever you damage him, he spawns more and more Goombas. You don't need to kill them. You just need to ground pound him, and that's it. First boss, very easy. All of these bosses actually went through a lot of revisions during beta. The Goomba King used to be a lot harder, but he was harder in a stupid way, so I made him easier. Like, he would sometimes not fall over from the walls if he wasn't at enough speed. Alright, world 2 already. We're in the desert. So the desert world has half savanna, half desert. Oh, and there's a secret star here. Let's get it. So if you look at the top, you see that the star power says 4.5, and we have 9 stars. What's up with that? Well, all the stars we collected in World 1 only count half a star power in World 2. So that means that it's quickest to just collect stars here now. We need 12 star power. We have 1 star in this world, which counts for 1, and 9 stars in World 1, which counts half, so 4.5. And 1 plus 4.5 is 5.5. So that way, if you want to go back to an earlier world to collect more stars, if you think you can't collect any more here, you can do that. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. Oh yeah, of course. The power-up in this world is the cat suit. So this level... people have a lot of problems with these mushroom trampolines, but I think they're really easy. We went through a lot of revisions with this. Or, well, I should say I, because I was the one that designed everything. Because the beta testers, they had a huge problem getting past the mushroom trampolines. I'll show them to you in a bit after I collected the reds here. I really like the reds here, because not only is it a red coin mission, it's kind of a wordless tutorial for the cat suit. You're just automatically gonna try all the buttons while doing this, and you will need all of them to actually get the reds. So I think it's a cute way to introduce the cat suit to people. Can I do it? So basically, I think that if you can make the player understand something without using words, like have them figure it out themselves, that is perfect. And you see this a lot in old games. For example, the way you find out how to beat the piranha plants in Mario 64 is that you sneak past the wall, which you have to be really... like, you have to be close to the wall, you have to hug the wall in Worm's Fortress, right next to the falling blocks. So you'll automatically go really slow and figure out they don't wake up. That's like a way to trick the player into finding out how stuff works. And I think that's great. But then there are also games that just kinda outright tell you what to do. Which I think it's less good. But some games do it, and it's like the easy way out to make sure your game is not terrible, but also not great. So I just put a bob-omb down there that explains to you to cat dive into the mushroom trampolines, because people did not figure that out. Because it makes that so easy to get up there. Which I think is kind of a bad thing. But it's better than people not being able to get past it at all. So it's like, I chose the kind of bad option. That definitely was not gonna be great. But at least it's not terrible, because otherwise it would have been terrible. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, we can make this still. I just kinda messed up. Yeah, that one, I guess you can't just cat dive into it. You have to do it normally. These work exactly like mirrors. So imagine you are a beam of light, and these are mirrors, then the angle at which you go out is exactly like a mirror. I completely forgot to get 100 coins in here because I was talking so much, but that's fine. On to 2-1. This used to be my favorite level for a while, before I reworked 1-2. Well, I mean, after I made it. It used to be my favorite level until like 4-1 or something. Do we get the red? You know what, let's just dash to the end. Actually no, there's 1-star one in here. This one's kinda quick. I only show you guys the quick stars, so the coolest stars actually you don't see, because they take the longest. Yeah, I like this rotating wood mechanic. That's a really easy mechanic to deal with. Like, there's no way you're just gonna fall off here, but you still have to put a little bit of concentration into it. So it has all the upsides of difficulty, without any of the downsides of it. Right? Usually when you make stuff difficult in a game, you have the advantage that it requires the player to focus, but you have the disadvantage that it could frustrate the player. While these woods only have the advantage of making you focus. That's generally a theme that I try to go for with this game. I don't know if I ever mentioned it in my videos, but for me the purpose of making all these ROMhacks is so I can get better at designing games. The great advantage I have when making ROMhacks, instead of making like my own games, is that I get a lot of people playing those, watching those, and I get to make games pretty fast compared to just doing them myself. This is a Toad House, by the way. I did not mention those, but in a Toad House you get the A rank stars. So if you get all A rank, you go into the Toad House, you get a star. I don't know where I was. I feel like I just tried to say something important, but then forgot about it. I usually have a good short-term memory, but I'm not used to commentating videos, so this actually requires all my focus. Playing Mario is kind of subconscious right now. Yeah, that star is pretty free. You can get up there with a triple jump like I did. You can actually, like, if you see a steep surface on R64, you will slide off it, right? But if you do a triple jump, Mario will do that. But that's not really required here. You can also just long jump up there and then cat dive into it. I wouldn't require tricks like that from players. Alright, now we have our first new enemy, the Angry Sun. You will see that as we go along in the game, the stuff I made became more and more complex. Because at first, the scope of this project was much smaller. It used to be levels that I could just make in like a day. But later on, it became levels that I could make in like 3 or 4 days maybe. The game as a whole took about a year. It has 32 levels, 8 bosses, 8 overworlds, 8 Toad Houses if you want to count those, and then a final level, and all the other stuff. So I guess we took about 5 days per level. But I mean, I was also working on other stuff. And sometimes I slacked off. But I slack off rarely. So we only need half a star point to enter the next level. But we're probably gonna get a bit more, just for the next world. Just so we don't have the issue of not having enough stars in the end and having to go back. I don't think I'm gonna get the 100 coins. I could have touched the sand there, by the way, just not the moving sand, but I thought that this was cooler. Please don't hit me, thank you. Oh, can we get the bonus star? Yes, we can. Oh yeah, we have the jumping flames from Super Mario Bros. 3. I don't know if I pointed those out before. So you don't need to do risky shit like this, but I just like to. I just love Mario 64 for the movement you can do. Oh, and there is a superstar rank that we just got. This is an S rank. You don't get anything for this until you get 120 stars, but don't tell anyone. Because at first I made it so you could get a star from this right away. And what I would see is that the beta testers would start playing the game and immediately start grinding for S ranks. Because they were completionists. And they'd start frustrating themselves. So I locked them behind having 120 stars. Oh, of course, Boss 2. With an amazing soundtrack made by Pablo. He's really good at converting songs. So how do you beat the sun? Of course you cool it off. I'm just gonna take damage here. I don't even care. So we fill it with water. Okay, now we're on phase 2. He starts throwing flames. Maybe I can do this without taking damage. Yep, I can. I also 5 points around here, so it's really not that difficult. So phase 3, as you can see the smoke. He's burning out by himself, but I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. But there isn't even water here. So what I was hoping is that people just run away. You can definitely see that he's smaller now. Even though this phase is maybe a little bit too long to realize that. Oh well, I think it works. There we go. That's 19 stars. On to World 3. And we only took 22 minutes. So we're at a good time. If you finish every world in this time, then the any percent playthrough would be just about as long as the Super Mario 64 one. Now, what's the World 3 theme, you might ask? We see a frying pan, we see a toilet, we see a bowl of milk, we see some toys, a lamp, a desk. Well, it's the big house world, of course. When I first made a level of this, everyone was memeing about Nathaniel Bandy, just loving this. I wonder if he will play it. Dude, I imagine he can get hyped for that. He's always wanted a big house world, and now I made one. And not even for the meme, I just thought this was a good idea. Alright, Wiggler is a little bit screwed. If you get 131 stars, you will find out why. there's an endgame secret. But I don't want to promise too much. The endgame secret is just cute texts. Oh yeah, I didn't even say it, but every world has different color stars to emphasize the star power thing. To give a little bit more logical sense to it. I mean, of course, different color means different power. Wavelength. Yep, that's it. It's the star wavelength. Other wavelengths don't resonate as well, so they count less. No, actually I don't have an explanation for it. Just like I don't have an explanation on why the Zetar is so bad. I'm just hoping that by giving no explanation, you, the player, makes an explanation up in their mind that they like. Right, we purposely left a plot hole that you can fill yourself. That was the idea. I hope it worked. Let me know in the comments if you made any explanation for why the Zetar is so bad and big. Well, I guess I didn't mention the Zetar enough at the beginning for you guys to have thought about it. Rip. Lost my chance to study human psychology. Oh yeah, we're just gonna walk it up here. This is not the intended way, but who cares? I feel like I'm one of the few game designers that don't really care if you play my game in the intended way or not. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of intend you to play the intended way. Oh, what is this? A star cartridge? I wonder what happens when we turn on the star cartridge. We get a star. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't say at all, but the movement in this game has been very improved from Mario 64. In Mario 64, if you ground pound and then hold down, what happens is this happens. Mario does his half circle. In this game, you just turn. So I think that's a huge reason why people say that Mario 64 movement is imprecise. Because of the half circle thing. That happens a lot during normal gameplay. I'd wanna see a cool star that takes a little bit longer. These swamps here, We can play domino with them, and then they will hit the switch. And when they hit the switch, a bunch of boxes appear up there on the Yoshi. I already know where they are, so I'm not gonna wait for it. But I'm gonna show you once I'm up there. I think we can stand here. There they are. There's also an arrow down there to the left, so you don't miss these boxes when you first hit the switch. A few people used to miss the boxes, and I can really see that in different Mario 64X. It's a problem that these boxes have such a low drawing distance that you cannot even tell where they are, or that they're behind walls, that people don't even think about the fact that the player doesn't know where the box would be. Okay, this is a bit risky. The floor is lava, by the way. It's a toys room. Of course the floor is lava, that's what kids play. That was also a thing on Last Impact, actually. Yeah, this was the first, or maybe the second, maybe the third level where people would go like, "Wow, this is cool." All the other levels were kind of standard. The other two were 1-2 and 1-3. Now this level, it's gonna be your least favorite level. It's one of my least favorite levels, but here we are, having to beat it. Right? But if you make a full game, one level is bound to be your least favorite level. There are probably gonna be some people that like this too. It's just that the mechanic in this level, which is like the soul. I mean, it's a water level. I mean, the water level is always the least favorite level. That's the only water level in the game. If it was a water level and was your favorite level, then that would be weird, wouldn't it? Oh, watch out for the sharks. They can't actually hit you if you just go fast. They only hit you at a certain speed. I don't care about the 1-up. You might be wondering by now, okay, why are there even 1-ups? I don't see a 1-up counter on Kaze's health. Well, 1-ups give you points for the A and S ranks. Oh fuck. Touch the water. There are these sharks too. In the first revision of this game, whenever you would go into the water, the sharks would attack you. But I think that the water here, being the damaging water that you usually see in Snowman's Land, is enough punishment for going into the water, so we don't really need to additionally punish the player. I think there are 2 boxes with 3 points here. And that's the one in Kart Star. The mechanic in this game is just hiring the water level, just like in Retro World. Well, I mean, here you only have to hire it instead of just hiring and lowering it. And of course the soaps. Basically you're just what do you do with that? Flood? Flood, yeah, flood, that's the word. Forgive me being German. I sometimes do not know the words. I guess waiting on soaps like this, when you're going for an A rank, is probably also not very comfortable. Maybe that's the reason why a lot of people don't like this level. I don't like it because I think it's kind of lame compared to the others. Like, this is not as full of action. There are a bunch of different like archetypes of levels. There are some levels that are action levels, like 1-2. Another really good example is 6-4, 7-1, 8-4. And then there are themed levels, which is basically everything in World 3. Levels with just a strong mechanic. What would that be? A level with a strong mechanic. Can't think of one right now. Maybe 5-3 or 5-2. No, 5-2 is definitely a theme level. You will see it. I'll point it out when I get there. Oh, I think we've got A ranks everywhere so far. Maybe we can get a bonus star in the totals later. What do I have here again? Nice. Now we just need an A rank in the last level. Oh, by the way, there are secrets level stars in each overworld. One is right here. We didn't get the world 1-1 because it's kind of boring. I just kind of want to play for the game. how I want. Oh, we could already go beat the boss. I don't remember how many star power we needed here. But I mean, we want to play every level, don't we? Alright, let's ride on the Coca-Cola. This is a really cool themed level. Maybe I should just point out the archetype of the level every time I go there. If you're a speedrunner, your favorite level will definitely be the movement-based ones. If you are just a casual player, I imagine the themed ones are probably gonna be your favorites. Because the movement ones can sometimes be hard. That's why the movement ones are always at the 4th level in the game, the world. Because if you don't beat the 4th level in the world, you don't lose anything. The 4th level in each world, nothing is locked behind it, except for the stars itself. So you don't need to beat it to beat the game. We're just gonna take this shortcut up here. We could go to the other side and collect reds, but I mean, who cares about reds? Don't want to get frozen by the freezer. You see that wind? It's kind of hard to see this wind because of the snow, but that wind will blow you. A star! How unexpected. Don't get blown off. Oh yeah, you lose health every frame you are in this level. Because, you know, it's cold. That's what would happen if you lived in a freezer, you would slowly die. Unless you have a really warm jacket.
Hey, you ready to go?
Then a freezer's probably the best way to live, because, you know, there's food. It's actually the paradise if you have a warm jacket. Anyway, we got all A rank. Let's go into the Toad House. You got a star for me? Yes, you do. Thank you. Let's not even talk to him, Toad's so weird. And the World Free boss. This boss is really cool. You're gonna love this one. Thou shalt not pass Min trial. I googled Old English and it said Min instead of mine. Or my. So I hope that's right. But someone made fun of me for it. Said I typed it wrong, but I hope not. I'd look real stupid. What's this, a needle? What's he gonna do? Oh no, he's not gonna do what I think he will. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, don't get pushed off by that attack, he's a bully. All his moves come from Smash Bros. Let's just stand here while he does that. Uh-oh, is he gonna hurt himself again? Maybe this is not appropriate for a video game for children. Because that actually looks really, really painful. Yikes. Oh no, I hate this actually. Oh, that looks so painful. Alright, half an hour in, 3 worlds done, 5 to go. Now World 4. World 4, I feel it's gonna be a fan favorite. Back when I made this, I obviously wasn't as skilled as I was in the later worlds, but this is probably still gonna be one of the fan favorites, just because the theming made it really easy to make these levels. So I didn't have to be... You don't have to be very skilled at drawing stuff to make a level like this. Because the graphics, you can just kind of take them from other games. I hope I can get all the coins. If I miss like 1 or 2, I can still get the 100 coin star. Oh, I got all of them. That 100 coin star, I made that look deceptively simple. I don't think that most people are gonna get all the coins there. Of course, the 100 coin star is still not that easy, that hard, but getting all the coins there kind of is. You need to know your way around Mario 64 movement. Oh, what's that? Secret star? Just for me? You can just mash A there, because you don't need to time it, because, you know, Mario does this in this game. I generally went with the idea to make stuff that shouldn't be hard easier, like wall kicking being hard made no sense, I think. Oh right, I did not think this through. Let's just get to safety. Oh yeah, you see how these guys clap whenever I kill something? I want to show you. I like that. I went with the idea of making stuff stylish a little bit in this game. I realized that way late into development, but just making stuff stylish has a value. Like, it's just cool, feels good.
That's so nice.
And another S rank. The S rank in this level is actually the easiest in the game. I even got that in the preview. You don't even need to try it for it, really. Oh, we unlocked 4-2, and we need 22 stars, 22 star power. We're 34, wow. What could this be? Why do I know these textures? It's Mario Kart 64? No, it's Super Mario Kart 64, because you know, Super Mario 64. You guys think they'll have the thwomp? The caged thwomp? Yeah, that fire doesn't really do much harm when you're in the cart. I could have made the cart explode, that was my idea at first, but imagine having your cart explode there and then just walking all this way, that would have been so annoying. Oh, what's this? A secret path? Oh, where does this lead? Oh no. Do I wanna visit that guy? So that's why he's been caged, he stole a star. That's why Bowser put him into purgatory. Now we know, finally. Yeah, the Goombas don't really stand a chance against my car, do they? There's sadly no drift on this car, even though I would have liked if there was. But actually then I just would have felt like I forced you to play Mario Kart 64 for no reason. Right? I feel like one minigame like this is pretty cool, but if it overstayed its welcome, or was just too similar to Mario Kart 64, it would just feel stupid, like, okay, why am I playing Mario Kart 64 now? That's kinda how I felt with the minigames in Donkey Kong 64 sometimes. Oh, who's this? What is this more? Is this a Paper Mario world? Is this Chuck Keats? Our Paper Mario partner? And he can throw us? Yeah. This one, by the way, was a guest entry. Nata drew the geometry and I designed the mechanics. But Nata's really good at like 3D modeling. He can make stuff look pretty. That's why I asked him to make a guest entry. Well, he wanted to do more levels, but you know how ROM makers are. They just don't finish their stuff sometimes. It's just a hobby after all. Very understandable. I guess I kind of treat it like more as a hobby, more than a hobby. Even when I was still in school, I'm a pretty bad role model, but sometimes I would skip school to stay at home and hack Mario. I'm a little bit of an idiot. And even in university, I do skip university to hack Mario. I'm literally skipping university right now to record this video. Yeah, just don't be me, kids. I study math, by the way. Just because I know I will get that comment. What are you studying? It's math, not programming. I think programming is... because it's fun to learn it, but doing programming as a job, not really what I would want to do. I want to design games. Do something creative. I like to say that programmers are kind of like the brick builders of the 21st century. It's not really creative work, but it's something that's really needed to do.
Hey, you ready?
There we go. I hope I'm not rambling too much or too little. I don't really know how these Let's Plays work. I'm just trying to go into my insight as a developer. I hope I don't forget about that. Oh yeah, cool thing here. You see these black edges? Cell shading. It's like fake cell shading. I do that by putting black polygons around everything. It's kind of an expensive graphic technique, but I mean this is low poly enough to where it would work. Well, I guess the hills in the background aren't really. If this was Unreal N64, I would put billboards instead of the 3D trees in the background. And you wouldn't even see the difference because N64 runs at like 240p. Not gonna bother with the reds. Not gonna bother with waiting. See, people say Mario 64 is imprecise, but look at that. I wasn't even scared. Let's just speed this in the intended way. Okay, see ya, Yoshi. I'm sorry, Yoshi. I even killed him in my preview. I got a lot of comments about that. People called me a fake Yoshi fan. I'm gonna wait one cycle. So there's a flame on there, so you can't just stand there. But I hope that's not gonna make it too difficult for people. No! It does make it too difficult for people, and I am people. Alright, let's just... I don't know if I'm gonna cut this out, or if we're just gonna run through it. Maybe we're just gonna make a speedrun out of it. Yeah, we're just gonna make a speedrun out of it. Welcome to my speedrun. I'm gonna take shortcuts now. Usually I try to take little shortcuts when I preview stuff or when I play my own stuff. Just so it doesn't look stupid, but I mean, come on, I just died. I already do look stupid. Dying in my own game? Yup, you can do that. See ya, Yoshi. Bye, idiot. Let's just not die again and we save this video. A lot of the time I have the issue that when I record my videos I either screw up the recording settings or I say too much stupid things during the recording and then I have to make a new video and it gets really frustrating. Don't do it. Luckily you have to spin, that makes it so much easier. I feel like that's something that Mario 64 lacked, just something you can do in the air. I mean, you do have the kick, but it's so unreliable, because you need less than 28 speed. 28 is about walking speed, otherwise Mario dives. Like that. If you're slow, it works. Anyway, time for boss 4. We have enough stars now. Oh, and who's this gonna be? Bowser Jr.? Wait, is there no music here? Maybe I'm blind, maybe I'm deaf. Maybe, yeah. You know what, this is the beta testing play for now. Maybe I'll just add the music after. Yep, that I just kamikaze it. Because I can collect coins and you can't. Kamikaze, because I'm Kaze. You don't actually need to do much to him, you can just hope that he runs into the bombs. At least that's what I did just there. It didn't work, but I was hoping. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there were still enough coins around. This boss is probably one of the harder ones, but I mean, with how many coins there are around, you're bound to eventually just get lucky and have him run into the bombs. Even if you don't really have a plan on how to make him do that. Time for World 5 and the Synthwave world. The level themes do get a little bit weirder now. Let's see what we got here. This level I really like it. But look out for these bridges. You see the bridge? How it extended now? And then we walk up here. And now we see how the bridge disappears. That's how we make the player know that the bridges disappear after a while. And we didn't even need a text box for that. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Just explaining stuff without words. We could do that just by setting up the geometry. Well, I guess you kind of have to hope the player is perceptive enough to get it. But I mean, you can figure it out on accident. That's the point. Yeah, this power-up, people did not understand how it works, so I had to put a text box there, which was really sad. I'm genuinely sad when I have to put a text box to explain the mechanics. Basically, you can press A in the air to do this gravity jump here. These guys here, if you beat them, they give you a star. Okay. That's why I didn't want to dive into him, because I saw that there was a flame below him. Come on, they're not gonna kill me, right? They're gonna kill me, the creator? Didn't think so. Back here, I still kind of tried to do the thing where you introduce a mechanic and then kind of build on it. But I think soon enough I dropped that from the game, and I think then the game gets a lot better. I mean, I still introduce mechanics, but I don't try to follow this silly 3-step formula as much, because it's honestly not good. I realized that when making the levels. That's not just me making the assumption that it's not good. I'm actually sure it's not good. Alright, this one is a themed level. The music level. It's not built so much on one mechanic, it's just built on the theme of having music around. So it's wireframes with a bunch of music instruments. And cool mechanics, I hope. Oh, we got, what is this? Volume bars? I guess you can only see that from far away. But these were volume bars. Okay, you can't see it from here. Oh yeah, drums kind of work like trampolines if you are a flea. And I am flea-sized in this level. Ugh. Good thing I have my super jump. Oh, wanna see a cool secret? What's that playing? The Mario Bros theme? I get a star for it. I think that's a cool star. That's one of the cooler stars in this game. This game doesn't have as many assembly coded stars as Lost Impact, which is why this only took half as long. But it has a lot more platforming, which is why I think it's actually the more fun game out of the two. And of course because I improved a lot while making both games. And during the time. Lost Impact came out in like 2016. 2019 now, holy shit. I'm gonna get that star. How many star power do I need for this world? 28. Yeah, we can do that with these two levels. This level is super chill. This level is Mario and chill. We even added, or I even added rain sounds to this. It's one of my, it's definitely my favorite atmospheric thing in the game. Just look around a bit. Okay, enough looking around. And you have these old Mario logos. They fit so well to the game, to this level. That's that Mario Bros. 2, I think. There's a secret star here. With the wall slides, this is really not as risky as it looks like. You can do that from pretty much any angle that allows you to wall kick. Like even so, if you want to go back for the back and forth from the buildings over and over, you can do that. There's a lot of leeway. You have to do one lava boost here. People said they don't like that you have to take damage. But I mean, technically you could spin the heart real fast and then get more than one. So here, if you want to do this damageless, you actually have to skip the first one. I'm a liar. Wow. Okay, I guess you skip the second one? I'm not sure anymore. That was weird. Oh well, time to speedrun this. I don't think that's what you would do in a speedrun. That's definitely not what you would do. Or maybe? We somehow made it. That's what counts. Maybe you guys are not too annoyed by me dying in my own game. When I upload these videos, I'm always scared that my quality as a game commentator is too low for how big my channel is. But I mean, of course you know that people don't think that way, but you still feel like people do. It's weird. I think that's why Pan and Cope does not do commentated videos anymore. He has that same feeling. Or rather, why he only uploads to his second channel. Because he thinks his first channel has to be all super high quality. Okay. That was kind of a low IQ moment. Let's just take damage. I wanna get the star and not do this damageless. B rank. It's fine. Mario has voice lines for every rank, by the way, from E to S. But hopefully I'll never get a D or E rank, so you won't even hear these other voices. But if you play bad enough, you will hear those. What do we got here? Same theming with the vertex colors, but way less chill. I don't know if you can tell, but of course the trains aren't actually moving. What's really moving is the textures. I hope I didn't destroy your illusion here. So I don't even know what my idea was behind this level, like why I chose this. Maybe I just thought it was cool. Let's go! Oh, we made it. As soon as you get the star, this train here drives up, so you don't have to take damage to get back. Just because I'm such a nice guy. What's there? A 1-up. 1-ups are really useful for later if you want to get all the S ranks. Otherwise, just ignore them. Or if you're gonna get A ranks and you aren't as fast with Mario. You know, it requires a lot of practice to become fast with Mario. So I wouldn't judge anyone. I wonder what this boss is gonna be. It's Shadow Mario in a subway. He's just kinda being mean to me. Nothing much to be said there. He gets faster with every hit, so the first hit is basically free. I often try to make it so that the first phase feels like the boss is trying to kill you, but it's still super easy to hit him to figure out how to do damage to him. What the fuck? So what you've seen there, yeah. I think Mario just kept pushing me off, Shadow Mario. Actually is smart enough to know which side to jump to next. Yeah, you can see that, you know, everything is moving, but not Mario, if you look at the star. And we've got 50 stars. I think we need about 85 to beat this game. And we're almost an hour in, holy shit. That took longer than I thought. Let's go here next. I mean, of course, where else will we go? We can't even enter the other levels yet. I knew the red one was gonna rotate. I played this level so much, I know exactly which one rotates where. Oh, we can make it if we do that and then spin jump. Never mind. You know, everyone's an idiot sometimes. I don't think I'm actually stupid, I just think that everyone's an idiot sometimes. But a lot of people can't admit to that. It's better to just admit to it. Then you end up looking like less of an idiot in the long run. Alright, one interesting thing about the poles here is that they are fixed from Mario 64. In Mario 64, if you grab a pole at the bottom part, Mario will not hold on to it, he will just kinda grab it for a frame and then let go. Which is really annoying. Probably seen it before. Kinda sounds like wow, 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 wow. And that goes on for a good 10 seconds. It's really annoying. But we fixed that. On to 6-2 we go. 6-2 is pretty long. People said this level they found it pretty chill. I hope you guys agree with that. Reuses the Last Impact music here too. It was made by Slowfrag. You know this level is chill, but I am not chill. I cannot wait. So I just do that. But you know what? I don't have to wait here. Let's see. This is actually one of the levels I played less of. But this one section here with the red coins, it's my favorite red coin section. I love this section. It feels so good to play this for some reason. I'm not even sure why. Maybe just because you do so much different movement here. I feel like I should put more thought into that on why I like this section. Maybe that's important. Oh yeah, purple stars for the Cloud World. I think I tried to take a color that was not taken but kind of clashes with the general color of the world. I took purple because it's kind of dark and everything here is white. Oh no, Oh, okay. Good thing that's a climbable surface, otherwise I would have fallen. I don't want to die anymore in my own playthrough. Nice, we should be safe now. As soon as you have the cloud suit, you instantly feel 200 times better about not dying. I should say more optimistic, not better. I thought I made a mistake. I'm not sure if you can actually use the cloud suit out of a dive. This is a pretty violent pendulum. Oh, I could have used clouds way more liberally. Okay, we are alive. That's what matters. Out of clouds, but we're at the end of the stage. Oh, interesting. I had this memorized as a 3-minute stage. It took us 183 seconds. So my memory was almost right. Actually, if I didn't fall off there, probably a 3-minute stage. This level. This is gonna be your second least favorite level. Because, again, I tried to go for a more slow level, just like in 3-3. It's an auto-scroller. We can try to get the reds and the 100s. I can't guarantee that I'll get them. Getting those is kind of difficult. Let's get these coins, I guess. You know what? Let's not. I'm scared. But we're gonna go for the 100s anyway. You don't need every single coin though. Oh, that guy got abducted by the sandbird. I got abducted by the sandbird. Oh, the camera. Man, Lucky 2's gonna get a scolding for that one. Lucky 2 is a real character in this game, by the way. You see him at the end. Actually, why am I saying that to you? You guys will see it at the end. Why would I even mention that? Now I spoiled the surprise. Oh no, I want these coins. Please give me the coins. Okay, that's all I'm willing to collect. I know this next coin is on the left side. Yeah, you definitely have enough time to direct that, right? Oh no, please, sniff it, please. No. Okay, you know what? Red coins are there. I could have risked it, but I don't want to die again. Let's just hope we can get the 100 coins. At least. There are a lot of bullet bills here. And I even reduced them from the first version. I really went overboard on the first version. Never test your game with save states, because it's gonna end up bad. Alright, we are back. This time I'm not gonna jump and die. That was really unlucky timing. And positioning. I was thinking about whether I can do something so people don't run into the same stupid problem that I ran into just now. Couldn't think of anything yet, but maybe I still can. Yeah, he just kinda kicks you off at the end. Oh yeah, when I remade this, I also got the red coin, so now we don't have that issue anymore. Let's get the blues, just so maybe we can get the S rank, or A rank. I don't know what I'll get. Please don't fall off. Thank you. It's looking like an A rank, to be honest.
Hey, you very good.
Well, I'm very good, as Mario says, at predicting which rank I get. Which is only natural because I know the formula. Oh yeah, secret star. Let's get it, boys. The mushroom trampolines make a return. I'm gonna do that, yep. Careful, you cannot save after this one. Because Mario just flies back up. But we don't need to. I mean, we can't game over anyway. So I mentioned this stage before as being a very movement-based one. And now you can see why. You know, I kind of would have made every stage like this if that didn't end up just feeling like a Sonic Adventure game, which I really didn't want. I still wanted this to be a Mario game. But maybe you don't know, but I'm a huge Sonic Adventure fan. Sonic Adventure is my second favorite game after Mario. Well, aside from the part where you play as Big the Cat, but I mean, that's self-explanatory. We got some pretty quick action over there. The stage pretty short. But I feel like the difficulty of the stage makes up for that. You will still spend a bunch of time in here. Actually, is it that difficult? I find it really hard to guess how difficult stuff will be. Because I do so many things just subconsciously in Mario 64. I think we actually needed exactly 35 star power for this. So we're just on track. Who's this boss gonna be? It's Tyrant Tormentoso. Maybe you remember King Caliente, which Caliente I think is Spanish for hot or something. And Tormentoso was Spanish for stormy, if I remember correctly. So we went with the name joke that Nintendo started. Well, it's not really a joke, but you know, the naming convention. First both start with the same letter and then Spanish. This guy used to do 2 damage with his tentacles, but people had problems with that. Every boss actually got made easier in the final version compared to the beta. Because it's really important that you can beat the bosses. If you can't beat the bosses, you can't play the game. You know, the bosses and the first 2 levels of each world have to be somewhat easy. Otherwise you just get stuck. But that's it. I got hit twice. Would have been half my health before in the first version. And on to World 7 we go. 6 worlds, 70 minutes. Oh. Okay, this world. I mentioned before just making stuff stylish, and I think these guys are really stylish. This is like how they just grin at you. They're just waiting for your death. While smoking their pipe. Made of concrete bricks. This level is gonna be universally loved, I'm sure. Especially because it introduces an amazing new power-up. I had my idea to make my own game, and this power-up here is actually inspired by my idea for like the movement mechanics in my new game. Or in my own game that I was gonna make. I'm still going to make, hopefully. Especially with Nintendo coming closer and closer to just killing me. I really need to start outlining that game. I hope people will still support me if I don't tag ROMs anymore. Oof. Oh, that's a pretty simple secret star. Pretty quick rather. You can die doing this. like that. Well, at least this level is quick and looks cool, so it won't take long to get there, and it won't be painful to watch, because this level is so cool. Oh yeah, I should probably explain how that battery works. Basically, you get 3 charges on your battery, and whenever you touch the ground, your charges recharge, and for every charge, you can do 1 dash. So in the air, you can only do 3 dashes. On the floor, you can move real quick. It disables your B button and replaces it with the dash tool. So you can collect coins like that, if you want to. But it's really hard to control if you just mash B. You don't need to use this power up here, it just looks cool. Alright, let's do it again. I'm sure it will also be fun a 3rd time. I hope. Oh man, this is my... how many deaths do I have? 4 deaths in my own game? Embarrassing. You know, at least it's padding out the time of this video, so YouTube algorithm will be happy with me. It hasn't been smiling on me for a while now, especially because Nintendo took all my videos. But maybe YouTube algorithm will start loving me again if I upload a long video. Usually I don't worry about it and just do the games I want. I mean, I always don't worry about it. It's still funny to mention it though, right? Come on. Oh right, I can't press B. I swear this is not hard. Hello? Hello? Can I get that? Thank you. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna calmly... 1 wall kick, 2 wall kicks. Okay. 1 wall kick, 2 wall kicks, and... okay. Was that so hard? No. I'm just gonna take a shortcut here. Yep, you can do that. I don't think I can even get enough coins for the round coin star. I definitely cannot, actually, now that I think about it. Wait, I was only 2 coins off. Damn. Maybe it would have been worth to connect it, but whatever. Now it's too late. We didn't want to spend more time in that level anyway. I already died 2 or 3 times. Zap Factory. What do we have next? This is the factory world, by the way. I'm sure you could tell that, maybe. You could definitely tell the previous one was Cloud, even though I didn't mention it. We have the Rhythm Factory. I'm really curious how people are gonna react to this one. Because it's such a weird concept that everything just follows the rhythm of the music. Yeah, at that point you had to think a little bit. Okay, the camera, not your biggest ally in Mario 64. It already moves through walls to make it easier to see, even though that kind of makes the game a little bit dirty. But that was not enough to save me there. But you know what? I'll tell you guys a secret. We can just go up here. See? That's where we died just now. No way here. There's actually another secret here. I don't really try to prevent shortcuts in my games, you know. Sometimes shortcuts are fun. Especially when you have to replay the levels for the A ranks, or if you want to. If you don't want the A ranks, you're probably not going to take that shortcut just because you're scared that there might be a star that you're missing. So I think this is just a pure for fun thing to put a shortcut there. course we could have collected 100 coins in here too, but this section is a bit hard if you want to get 100 coins and not waste an hour killing Goombas. And I don't want to die again, that's the one thing I don't want. If we ever don't get enough stars, we can just go back to World 1 and just collect a star there. Alright, we are back. This time I have my camera here, so I don't do the same mistake. And it all worked out. Secret star over here. Easy going. There's actually a safe spot in these spikes, so if you ever get it once, you won't just fully die. This section is interesting. You can play it properly or do this. Which I like more. That's the true power of the Zap power up. Having fun, that's the power. And B rank, whatever. We don't need the A rank star, I hope. How many star power do we need in this world anyway? I think 40. Yep. You guys see that? Sacred star, and we only had to get a gas poisoning for it. Totally worth it. Nuclear power plant. Yeah, we're just gonna hopefully not touch nuclear waste. I won't kill you outright. It would be really funny if I made like when you touch it Mario starts mutating, but that sounds a bit hard to do, right? This level only has a 100 coin star and a finish star. I don't really feel like collecting the 100 coin star, it takes a bit. So we're just gonna run to the end. I got nuclear wasted. It always deals a minimum of 1 damage when you touch it. But if you just go off right away, you won't take much more than that. Oh, we're gonna be short with star power, aren't we? Oh, I got a super sonic. Sick. Yeah, we need 2.5 star power somehow. How many stars does this have? 2. Alright. We're gonna go back to Overworld 1 and get the star after we get those stars here. So there's actually a trick to beating this thing. You can just do that. At first, the intended way to beat it was to go all around these 4 platforms on top, but it was way too hard. I mean, it's still the intended way, but it's pretty difficult to do. Just going below him is easier. But you know, I like the trick. Actually, I feel like about 90% of people that beat this level are gonna trick him. But you should feel dirty for it, at least a little bit. For not doing it the hard way. I used to think this level was not very good, but a few of the beta testers told me they really liked this level. It's kind of like a haunted TikTok clock. At least that was the intention. I hope I gave up that why. Wait, what do I do here? Fall off. Okay, we didn't fall very far. I know what I do there now. I wait for the clock. What's that? The talk? The arm? The clock arm. Not the talk. You know, I feel like on a clock, the small arm is the tick and the big arm is the talk. Is it just me? That was very unfortunate. That was the worst possible cycle. What the hell? Am I gonna wait? No. You know what? The last time I tried to play careful, I died. So let's just play my normal playstyle again. You know, I was so scared to die because I don't want this video to be 2 hours long.
Okie dokie.
And because of that, I play so safe. But that's just not my style. We need more stars. So you may have seen these cannons before, but they shoot you to different worlds. Now we can just collect that star. Yeah, you see that secret star right away if you shoot the cannon to this. Or if you explore this world, you will also see it. Oh yeah, top left, of course you can see how many stars you have, how many there are. So we are pretty far in this world. I wonder how far are we even in world 7. 9 out of 14. Oh. So we got 62 stars from other worlds, 9 stars in here. 62 divided by 2 is 31, plus 9 is 40. So we have 40 star power. Who's this? I'll catch you and then build Vario Land with that money. Oh no. We're gonna catch. I love his voice lines. We're actually gonna bait him to the elevator here. Zap him. He goes into the spikes and takes damage. Can I just push him? It's a bit hard. Okay, we just bait him here. It's easier that way. I didn't even have to zap him, he just went, okay, you know what, if I have to die to damage you, that's fine with me. And he's gone. You know, I could have just left him there after his dying animation, and then you just have a dead Vario on the map, but that felt a little bit brutal. So in this level we'll need to get a bunch of stars. Let's check the ending to see how many stars we need. Oh yeah, as you probably can see, this is the space world. You can see planet Earth from down here, up here. 45 star power, so we need to collect 9 stars in this world. There are 18 stars in this world, but 4 of those we cannot really collect right now. Oh. You guys see the secret star too? Because I do. It's not down there. I was a bit further up, just slightly missed it. You know, it doesn't really matter if you die in this game. There are no lives and you respawn so quick. Did I miss it? Wait, did I actually softlock? Ah! Fuck! Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna have to put that on my bug report list. Probably hurt me type. Luckily, I, as the dev, have a few tools to help me do that. I didn't get the star, but at least I'm dead now. Well, that was interesting. I hope there aren't much more bugs like that in the game. That's actually a bug that's not been reported to me. I actually fixed all the bugs that have been reported to me, except for like a few either really small ones that can't be fixed, or, you know, when stuff could barely be better. Yeah, I missed it again. I really want a star though. We cannot really be too picky with the stars we collect here, because we still need 9. You know, it's because depth perception is really hard in 3D. It's a 3D thing projected onto a 2D screen. That makes it really hard to see stuff. Death mob, to be quick at our goal. And here we go, 8-1. I've made a preview about this one. This one has 5 stars, so... this level's gonna really help us collect those 9 stars. Is this gonna be the second 100 coin star I collect? I think so. Let me get a zeb of water real quick. My throat is hurting. Yo, Hylian Gamer, if you're here, I'm sorry for that bottle sound. He is scared of bottles. There's a guy that's usually in my stream. He's really scared of bottles. Oh yeah, it also has rats here. Bunch of moles. It's basically a space garden, but I mean, you've seen that. Why am I even mentioning that? Oh, that was a rat. Oh yeah, these trees. This tree here, that was made by CDI files. You know, sometimes I get things that were made by other people, just to help me. I don't mind accepting help at all, if that means the game's gonna get done quicker, or if the game's gonna get better. Even if I have to throw out my own designs, I will just do that. I'm not so attached to my own work, I just wanna make stuff good. Oh, it's down there. And CDI Fails is also helping me with the missing link, which is the Ocarina of Time I'm working on. It's a lot smaller than this game, but quality-wise, it might even be higher. It probably is higher. You know, we really try to just beat Nintendo with their own game. Not just at their own game, with their own game. At least, I tried. That was my ultimate goal. Just make a Zelda game that is worthy of being in line with the other 2 Zelda games on N64. Whether I succeeded or not, you'll be the judges of that. Well, that sucks. Because now I missed 5 coins. 4 coins. Oh yeah, I didn't mention how this rocket suit works. Basically, you hold B to charge it, and depending on where your stick is, you get a different amount of speed horizontally and vertically. So it's kind of like a cannon where you can control the speed as well. And obviously it's portable. I wanna get... oh no, if I get all these coin rings, then I can't get the star anymore. Guess then the star is just up somewhere in the sky. So, that was with the stick held forward. I wanna get this star here. Oh, no problem at all. I thought it was gonna be harder. Of course, you cannot have a garden without piranha-eating plants. Without flesh-eating plants? Without piranha plants. Oh yeah, that loud button you hear, that's my V button. I'm sure by now you've won that. I have a GameCube controller. It tends to make those sounds. I'm sure we can do that without the power rocket suit. I don't know why I called it power flower. Oh no. Okay, saved. Oh yeah, the music, by the way, this one here, was made by LSG. He made all the Mario Galaxy sounds, and they all sound amazing.
Alrighty.
Only a B rank? How sad. Alright, 7 more stars in this world. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Then, no, 3 more stars, okay. The casino world. This world looks amazing. Visually might be my favorite level in the world. I don't think I'm gonna bother with 100s or the reds. Actually, that's a terrible decision, but whatever. Oh, it's too late. Don't hit the bumpers, they work like bumpers. As I'm sure you would have expected. They bump you. It's not screwed. You get screwed by the cube. I say that as I almost get screwed by the cube. See, the cubes, they switch to a random number every time, and there's obviously a 1 in 6 chance that the number is the same as it already was, so then they don't rotate at all. So you cannot tell when they're done rotating, because they don't rotate. Oh no! Just kidding. That's planned. Oh, and here you truly play casino. You have a 50-50 chance to get a 1-up on every shot. Did I win? Nope. The order is almost the same, so after you've beaten it once, you can memorize it. Hopefully. Of course I know the order, but I'm not going for the S ranks. These cannons you don't have to press anything, they're just there for coolness effect. I feel like putting some like thing where you don't press anything, where it's just like visuals that you can soak in, can be very helpful in alleviating like a stressful design. And there were a lot of stressful things in that level. Well, I guess that's also kind of the purpose of the end screen. 2 more stars that we need. This is easily the longest level in the game. We're gonna be here for a while, boys and girls. Don't wanna judge, though my YouTube stats say that the people on my channel are 99% boys. So, awkward. Not gonna find that Mario 64 hacking GF anytime soon, huh? That's just a meme in the community. Don't worry about it. I don't mean that serious. I'm just wrong. Now I have to wait a full cycle. Oh yeah, we have Octumbers. I didn't even mention it. What do we do? They're just Goombas, but reskinned. Same as the ants in World 2. You know, a lot of people were like, oh, why do you not make them shoot? It's because I do not have infinite time. You know, sometimes you have to do the thing that produces the most coolness in the least amount of time, and that was just the replacement. Of course I could have animated them and given them rocks to shoot, just like in Lost Impact, but I did not want to spend that time. This level actually had an interesting bug, where if you beat it the right way, you could get a bonus star that wouldn't show up anywhere. You would just get a random star, and you wouldn't know where it's from. That was interesting. Like, you wouldn't even collect a star, you would just get a star. I know exactly why that happened, but still, that really confused me for a second. I want some HP, thank you. So this level, I'm not sure if this is a good level. It's really slow compared to the others, but no one complained about it, so I think it's fine. Also one of the low gravity levels. There are 3 low gravity levels in this game. 1 in World 1 and then 2 in World 8. .8.4 is gonna be a full-on movement-based level again, so 8.4 is gonna be intense. It's gonna be one of those levels that look like you're playing Sonic Adventure and Craig. I only need 2 more stars and there are 2 more stages, so why would I get the reds? I wonder how many stars we have at the end. I didn't even look at it. But that's gonna be interesting to just see the star count for any percent. Mario 64 has 70 stars, but Mario 64 only has 120 stars. This game has 130 stars. But also the stars here are way harder to miss than Mario 64. So I think if the ending star requirement was a bit higher, that would be perfectly fine. I mean, that's actually desired. Otherwise you could just breeze through the game. Right, I only had to get back to an earlier world once so far. Okay, I think it turns here. Yep. If you get the wrong side there, you're kind of screwed. But you can check beforehand. I just was very confident it would turn there. There we go. 250 seconds. Time bonus 3000. Dang. That was very close to a D rank. I would have liked to hear the D rank voice line. I completely forgot what it was. Same for E. I think there's like a Mario Get You Next Time in there. 1 more star in the final level. What's it gonna be? Music, hype. Level, looking hype. Let's go. I'm ready. I think that's a really cool mechanic, if used right. This is still the introductory part where you just introduce these mechanics. When you play that, you will feel a little bit different about the mechanics than I just made it look. No, don't hit me, thank you. There we go, fine. This level is really easy to die in. I mean, it's the last level, of course. It is easy to die in. Cool. We only need 1 star in here, so even if I don't get to the end, it would be fine. But I'm gonna get to the end. I'm just gonna get the end star. Because I want to show you guys the level. This is actually pretty tense for me. Well, I mean this section not. This section is there to alleviate some of the stress. I tried to put sections like this in where you can just kind of breathe for a second without being bored. But you can collect the coins here and then you wouldn't be bored. You would do that during an S rank round. And coming back into the action. I'm just gonna take a shortcut. Ah, fuck, that was a bad decision. I'm not gonna die, am I? Close. No! I slid off. Yeah, I actually have to get back to working out, so I don't want to make this too long by just replaying the same thing over and over. No, I didn't realize that pressing B will do that. Okay, whatever, we're just gonna go over there. Okay, please, thank you. Yeah, that section. I really like that section, but it feels so tense. I'm just gonna wait a full rotation again. It's a good thing I have to spin jump. I would have died both times. Alright, these are all gonna fall. Please. Thank you. I thought it was dead again. I don't want to die in my own game again. Yeah, down there is a bonus star, but we don't have time for that. We have 45 stars. Damn, this took almost 2 hours already. Okay, this game is a bit longer than I thought. I thought we'd be done in 1.5 hours. 81 stars for any percent. That seems fair. So this guy, if we talk to him, he just tells us that the Champions Road will appear at 120 stars, but we're not close to that. I'm not gonna show you guys the Champions Road, but the Champions Road is insane. Anyway, time for the final boss. Blah 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 blah, who cares? He will squash me like a Paragrimbo. No, SWAT. I think he says SWAT. This boss has an interesting way of defeating him. I can show you in a second. And he keeps making the fight harder by breaking the platforms you can stand on. Come on, do your attack. There's one attack that makes him vulnerable, this one here. And he hit that bomb over there. I hope I don't die. I mean, I always hope I don't die. I mean, everyone does. Come on, do your attack, bitch. There we go. I keep getting hit like that. Please tell me I'm not gonna die. Okay, I'm not gonna die. Nice. Beaten again, take the Zatar, but I'll be back in another game. Which game's that gonna be? I don't know. Whatever I make next. Oh, a whoop? What's happening? That black box should not be there. Huh. Alright, I really screwed the credits up. That is super sad, because these credits are really cool. I would have credited everyone here. I need to fix that. Okay. Anyway. As you can see, The whole game was a movie. We're in a movie set here. That's why the intro was on a CRT and a green screen. And these are the guys that worked in the movie. Oh, it says something there. 3D modeling, Kaze Emanuar. Is anyone else gonna get credited? Oh, not in this broken version of the credits. I can't believe no one caught that. I guess no one just played through the game in one sitting before. Oh, slow frag, pyro die. I like the end of journey section feeling this music has. It's kind of like bittersweet maybe. Like, yay, you beat the game, but also the game's over now. Or not. Oh, we get more credits. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fix this before release, don't worry guys. Good thing I played through this again before release, because actually the release was planned 20 minutes from now. I guess I'm gonna have to delay it until tomorrow. Oh, at least my supporters are showing up properly. Thanks for playing. For more fan games, search for Kaze Emanuar. Well, the most important part is on there. Yes, also play my other games. And that's the end of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys played this game. Let me know what you think about the game, how much you like it, how much you hate it, whatever. I can take the criticism or the praise. I'm really good at taking praise. I'll see you guys in the next developer commentary playthrough for the next game whenever I finish that. Bye bye.